This week we're doing things slightly differently, and I'm sure you can tell that the setting is very different. It is at night, but that's because I've got a serious machine here behind me. We've got the Subaru WRX, World Rally Experimental. That's what that means. And this is a car for me that when it first came out way back in the day, really made my life. It was that boxer engine and the sound that it made and the dumping that it made when whoever was driving it was shifting gears. So we've still got the boxer engine in this, 202 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters. The initial one was really out of the box for its time, but this is very edgy, sharp edges, boxy, all over the place. It's not for everyone. Personally, does nothing for me, but a lot of other people that have seen this car really love the design. So when the Japanese built the Subaru, there were three key deliverables for this car specifically: safety, performance, and luxury. And I want to take you through all three because I personally think they achieved every single one of them. From a safety perspective, you've obviously got everything from the ABS, EBD, etc. But there's one thing that I discovered in this car that I've never experienced in any other car. It's got a weird eye monitoring system, right? So if you are not looking at the road for whatever reason, you are busy looking everywhere else but the road, it tells you. I was scratching my eye while driving and it starts complaining and saying, keep your eyes on the road. If you're the kind of person who texts while driving and you're not looking at the road because you're texting, this sees you and it warns you and tells you, stop doing what you're doing, keep your eyes on the road. So from a safety perspective, I think they've covered their bases. You've got your adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, which can actually drive the car for a little bit and steer it in the right direction, and it's actually pretty accurate. The second pillar is performance. We've got a 2.4 litre turbo petrol engine in here, 202 kilowatts, 350 Newton meters of torque. Now, that may not sound like much, but here you've got 5 driver modes. You've got comfort, sport, normal, sports plus, and individual. In comfort or normal mode, it literally drives like a normal car. You can literally daily this Subaru, no issues. It's a very comfortable car to drive. This is a one-of-a-kind car for me personally in terms of performance. The handling, grip, and driving dynamics of the Subaru WRX are phenomenal. It's obviously got an all-wheel drive system and you can literally throw it into any corner you want at any speed. It all depends on how brave you are. This thing sticks. It'll stick to the line that you've taken, and steering wheel is extremely sharp. Honestly, it's mind-blowing. There's no words to describe the steering, the cornering ability and handling of the Subaru WRX. For me, it's the first time driving anything from the Subaru brand, and I must say I am thoroughly impressed. There is a manual and an auto in this car. Unfortunately, I didn't get my hands on the manual. I got the auto, which is a CVT, and it does a great job. There aren't any complaints with the gearbox. Does what it's supposed to do every single time. Now, let's move on to the next pillar, which is luxury. As I mentioned, 5 driver modes. If you flick it into normal or comfort, this car is as comfortable as a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. You can literally drive around comfortably. Steering wheel is light. It's plush over bumps. I don't know what suspension they've used over here, but it works. We've got ourselves heated seats in the front, and guess what? We've got heated seats in the back as well. That's not something you really find in a lot of cars. It's normally just in the front. Center stack, we've got ourselves a 11 point something odd inch screen over here. Personally, I'm not a fan of such screens, but Subaru has built it and done it in such a way that it actually works. You don't have to press too many buttons or go into too many things to find what you're looking for. Literally everything you need, from your radio to your aircon to your driver mode adjustments, it's all on the home screen. So you don't really have to go digging to find things. Also, you've got the volume dial as well as the tuning dial to select tracks or change radio stations, and that's really nice. What Subaru has done here across the range is they've fitted a Harman Kardon audio system. Now, if you know anything about audio systems, you'll know that the Harman Kardon is the one you get if you're into bass. If you want crisp sound, but proper bass all the way through the volume range, this is what you want to get. We've got 2 USB ports up front, which is really nice. We've got 2 USB ports at the back for your rear passengers. What more do you need? Ultimately, this isn't the kind of car you turn to if you're looking for a performance sedan. Generally, people will go to Beamer or Mercedes-Benz when they're looking for this kind of car, but I promise you, should you decide to spend your hard-earned 877,000 Rand on this, you will not regret it. Personally, for me, I feel like the Japanese have really struck the perfect balance in everything. You've got comfort, you've got luxury, you've got performance. This car really strikes a balance in all three of those with the power as well. It's the kind of car that you can daily, every day, drop the kids off, take them to school, pick up the wife, run around to meetings, etc. Very comfortable if you need to do that. But when you do find that perfect road or you decide to take it on the track, I promise you, it delivers.